Okay, darlings, I'll see you when you're finished here in town. I need to go and see a man about
What came over him all of a sudden?
Don Rodrigo lives in that grand old place over yonder. Don't go mentioning my royal past, will you? There's no point. As far as he's concerned, I'm just his old pal Rab.
Senor Roberto, so wonderful to see you after so many years. And your companions too, of course.
Good to see you looking so well, Cervantes. Now,
Lo siento, senor, so sorry. But I am afraid he has gone to Eliador. He's...
now that's a shame. I do so love our wee chats about fighting.
Don Rodrigo will be sorry to have missed you too, senor. He often speaks of you.
Well, I'm sure we'll have a chance for a proper chinwag next time I'm in town. Now, I was hoping to head out to sea in search of more interesting topics of conversation.
It will be my pleasure, Senor Roberto. Can you imagine how angry Don Rodrigo would be if I refused? I will open them right away. If you go on board your ship, you will be able to sail straight through.
You're a good man, Cervantes. Thanks a million. And give my regard... There's our pal, Cervantes. Give him a nice thank you wave.
Madre mía.
where did all this horrible fog come from? I can't see a thing.
Hey, Sylv, what's going on?
I'm truly mystified. But whatever it...
The mists are clearing. I can see light.
Where in the what?
What a strange place. It's almost like...
Oh, darling, is it really you? My dearest darling Kai? Oh. Oh. Hey! What do you think you're playing at, scaring us like that? And there's no need to look so disappointed. Hold on. Are you That's strange. You didn't scream or try to catch me in a net. You're different from most other My name's Michelle. I'm sorry if I gave you all a fright. It's just I thought my car was... Wow. I can't believe I'm talking to a real live mermaid. But he's a tender-hearted fisherman from Honolulu Bay. He promised Your wedding day? I didn't even think humans and mermaids... At first I was the same. I thought we'd never be together. I thought the mermaid's burden would keep us apart forever. For if a mermaid leaves the sea and makes the land her home, if ever she gets wet again, she melts. But when I told my Kai I couldn't come to live with him, he said, in that case, Shell, you better teach me how to swim. And so I got the blessing of the Queen beneath the sea. He's going to come to Nautica and live down there.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Congratulations.
But he's supposed to meet me here so we can be together. And I've been waiting. I know he'd never break his word. He's not that sort of person. But the longer that he stays away... I know it's rude to ask you, but I beg, I plead, I pray. So you're from the bottom of the sea, where the giant pearl from... Aha! How about this? If we go and check on your fiancé, will you take us down to see... To pay for such a kindness, it's the least that I can do. I'll sing my song and safely sink your ship and all your crew.
If anyone knows the truth about this giant pearl, it's the Queen of the Sea. If it leads us to another one of the orbs, it's worth helping. Wouldn't you say?
Thank you, all of you. I'd be indebted to you. If you could try to find him in the I'll mark the village on your map. It's to the south of Hotto. A beautiful blue bay behind an ice... My Kai is a famous fisherman, as rugged as the ocean. Oh, now I'm all embarrassed. Don't tell him what I said. Just bring my darling back so we can...
Here we are in beautiful Honolulu, a seaside paradise that shelters...
Pearl!
Bright blue waves, pure white sands, and fabulous... Although it does seem a little less promising than I expected.
Something's not right here. Still, it's not our problem. Let's...
Look! Auntie's here! The show's about to be...
Are you all paying attention? Good. Then, the curse of a crafty creature with a face as pretty as a pearl. Once upon a time, a master fisherman lived in Honolulu. The mayor of Honolulu, the big kahuna, was very fond of this fisherman. The fisherman and the kahuna's daughter agreed to be married, and the future of the village... Until the day of the storm. The fisherman was caught up in a terrible tempest. As he sank through the water, he saw the pearls he had gathered shining like stars all around him. But instead, he met her. A mermaid more beautiful than any creature he had seen before. She held him in her... I will give you your life, if you give me your soul. Many days passed, and the fisherman did not return. The people of the village... But just as they were beginning to sing his soul into the next world, the kahuna's daughter was overjoyed to have her beloved home, and stayed by his bed. But the fisherman was no longer the man she knew. All day he would stare out. Then one day, he threw his fiancée aside and ran to the harbor screaming, "I must go." He banished the fisherman from the village and burned his boat so he could never set sail again. And so, the man who was once the pride of Honolulu spent the rest of his days alone on Psyche. That's all for today, children. I'll tell you the rest of this. Mermaids are scary! Whoa! Aloha, friends. Is there any...
Maybe. We're looking for a fisherman called Kai.
Oh my! What a coincidence! You must be looking for my son. I'm afraid he's not here at the moment. All the men have sailed west to fight the giant squid that's been attacking. If you want to hurry things along, maybe you could go lend a hand. Once that monster's dealt with, they'll all come back. But be wary, friends. That squid isn't the only danger out on the seas. Don't let a crab...
These must be the gallant squid hunters. I wonder which ones are blushing. Yoo-hoo! Over here! Excuse me, which one? They look like they're saying something, but I can't quite make it out. Above you?
Look out! Up there! Oh, you have got to be kidding!
Thank you, thank you! Darlings, it was nothing, really!
Mahalo, mahalo. Whoever you people are, I can't thank you enough. But I can sure feed you enough. Tonight, we're gonna have a luau to remember, and you're gonna be the... Get ready to drink, dance, and fill your belly with fish till you fall down. Come.
Sorry, but I'm not the man from your story. You must have me mixed up with somebody else.
Don't give us that nonsense. We know you're the only Kai and Lon... If you never meant to marry that poor mermaid, you should never...
Hey, go easy on the accusations, will you? People here got no love for mermaids. If they think I do, I'll be in trouble. The Kai you're looking for is my grandfather, Kainoa. I take it you've heard the tale of the mermaid's curse?
Yes, yes, your mother told us all about it. But I can't see what an old fairy tale has to do with anything. You can't...
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not a fairy tale, it's true. The fisherman from the story? It all happened 50 years ago, and it happened just like my ma tells it. 10 years after Grandpa got chased out of the village, the kahuna's daughter, Leilani, After the baby came, the people started to forget about Kainoa and the curse the mermaid put on him. Another great storm struck, even more violent than the one that sent my grandfather to the bottom. The kahuna's boat went down, and him and his daughter's new husband went with it. The men who survived went to break the news to Leilani, but when they got there, her and the baby, they were nowhere to be found. The villagers said it was the mermaid's revenge, that she took all 4 of them because she couldn't have Kainoa. So they lit torches and they marched to Saikiki Beach to confront him. When they threw open the door of his hut, they couldn't believe what they saw. He'd been living all alone for the last 10 years, but there he was with a baby in his arms. They ran off screaming, talking about how he must have had a kid with the mermaid. And that.
Wait, but that baby must have been your mother, which would mean
Cooley, don't even say it. My mother is a human being. My grandpa found her abandoned on the beach and he never had a kid with a mermaid. That's just a stupid rumor made up by a bunch of superstitious fishermen. If that mermaid really is still out there somewhere waiting for Grandpa, meet me on Saikiki Beach. It's on the other side of the cape. You can get there through the chapel at the back of the village. I'll leave. This veil was my tutu's. Ma said when she found him after he died, he was just lying there. Guess there was a reason I never threw it away. If you really know where to find that mermaid, I want you to take it to her. Look, I'm sorry if I was kind of short with you back there, but it hasn't been easy for me and my ma. After Grandpa died, they let her go back to the village and marry a local guy, but it didn't stop folks talking. But she rose above it, turned it into that story show of hers, and now that's how she makes her living. She's a smart woman. I hate that mermaid for what she's put us through, and I don't want my kids to suffer like we have. The kahuna's finally letting me sail with the other men. The curse is nearly undone. Please, take the veil and let that be an end. Why have you brought me here?
That voice! It's music to my ears! I feel like I could cry.
Yeah, I'm Kai. Do I know you? What? You're...
Oh, silly me. I'm always far too quick to jump for joy. You don't...
No, I'm not. The man you loved, he was my...
My darling Kai. My one true love. The one that... Oh, how could I forget we mermaids live 500 years? Quick as a... Without Kai, hours seem to pass too slowly to be true. But now Thanks for finding Kai for me. You've been a proper friend. To trace my love across the sea. I said I would reward you, and I mean to pay that debt. You'll find your prize upon the selfsame island where we met. I'm sorry I can't come along and see you on your way, but now I'm here, I can't... I waited for you so long, through sun and stormy weather. You've got your granddad's hands, you know. So soft, yet strong and... A mermaid who sets foot on land will perish in the brine. But that's all right. I got to meet... If I had been a human, or if he had been like me, perhaps we could have lived together. But I'm a mermaid. He's a man. There's no point asking why. He was my one.
I can't stop thinking I've seen her somewhere before.
Of course! Grandpa's...
What's this? A letter?
This is Grandpa's handwriting. Dearest beloved, ever since you saved me on the day of the great storm, the dream of... But now I fear that dream is over. Forgive me, my darling, but I cannot... Some years after my boat was burned and I was exiled to this beach, the fishing fleet was hit by another great storm. The kahuna and his daughter Leilani's husband were among... One night, Not long afterward, I saw a woman standing on the cliffs. She had a baby in her arms. With her father and husband gone, she had lost all hope and all reason. Before my disbelieving eyes, I tried to save them. I did it.
Kai? You're sure you're fine to row back home? You're not in any pain? Oh, we...
Don't worry about me, Michelle. You fixed me up
Kai, I know you've got to go. There's things you have to do.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry, Michelle. I can't just be thinking of myself anymore. The villagers say you put a curse on me, but it's only because they don't understand. You have to forgive them. They don't know you like I do. They don't know you at all. And what they don't know, I sometimes wonder if you're still sitting there on that rock. But it's too late for me now. I'll never make it back there. I'll understand if you... I love you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so hard on you. Without you, I'd never have known all of this. All this time, I hated that mermaid for what she did to my grandfather. But now I see how he...
Griffins, this place is a veritable paradise under the sea. Just when you think you've seen it all, you find it...
So we can breathe underwater now? That harp is something else. Well, now we're here. I guess we can find out if that story about the giant pearl is...
Finding the orb is important, but we need to talk to the Queen first. We have to...
welcome you to Nautica, the land beneath the waves. What brings you, Prince of Dandrasilda?
Huh? How do you know he's the prince?
I have a second sight that touches every quarter, by which I keep... Of doomed love between men and mermaids, let us later speak. First, allow me... Behold the shining sphere of green, the orb you humans need. Consider this my thanks for what you did for dear Michelle. Pray take it kindly, traveler. I witnessed the whole sorry tale. It always breaks my heart. The tragedy of man and... But while the mermaid's burden holds, such romances are blighted. For years now, I have sought a way to remedy this curse. Alas, my... You humans cannot help but seem a fragile kind to we, who live 5... But though the flame of human life burns short, it burns so bright. And so your kind admire our kind, but we admire in turn. It is the World Tree's will. It was the World Tree's will that brought Michelle and Kai together. I pray that in... So too was it the World Tree's will that brought you here today. But now, dear luminary, so set sail on the tide of time that flows ceaselessly on. Remember, though the paths we walk are filled with twists and turns, all roads lead from the tree.